Hi, fourth level. Hopefully, you are all doing well, and you had a fun time working on our mean work last week. If you didn't have any problems with mean work, you should have no problems with the next three lessons that we'll have, because mean is the meanest or the hardest of the three things we're working on. So we are going to switch to the next lesson. Please make sure you have your math composition book and a pencil handy and take the notes that you need to take. When I talk about a median, one image that you could have is an image like this. Here we have the highways, but this center spot right in the middle is called the median. This is another example of a median, the big grassy strip in the middle of the lanes of highway. A median does not have to be grassy. It can just be a barrier between lanes of roadway. So I think that you get the idea that the word median can also be thought of as middle. If you're talking about the median of a set of numbers, we're also looking at the middle of a set of numbers. When all the numbers of a number set are in order, the middle number is the median. This is why we talked about if you have a group of numbers, you have to put them in order. This is one of the reasons that we have to have the numbers in order. So when you take a look at a number set like this, we need to find the middle. Now, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there is an odd number of numbers in this set, and that's going to make it easy. Anytime there is an odd number of numbers, an odd quantity of numbers in the number set, this will be very easy because we can get rid of the smallest and the largest, the next smallest and largest, the next smallest and largest, till we come to the number in the middle. When there is an odd quantity of numbers, there will always be a single number in the middle, and that is the median of that number set. But the numbers have to be put in order. But if there is an even number, an even quantity of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is an even number. We still need to get rid of the smallest and the largest and keep on going until we find the middle. But there are two numbers in the middle. Okay, not that big a deal. Our middle numbers are 4 and 6. Let's add 4 plus 6 together. 4 plus 6 is 10. Now we need to divide that by 2. We're actually going to find the mean of these two numbers. Well, if I need to find the mean or average of 4 and 6, I add them together and divide that sum by however many I added together. So this builds off of last week's lesson. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and so the middle or median is 5. And if we think about it, what comes directly between 4 and 6? It would be 5. Even though 5 is not part of that number set, 5 would be the median or the middle of that number set. Sometimes we'll have a decimal in our answer. So in this particular number set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there is an even quantity of numbers, so we're going to have to do some division. Smallest and largest, till I come to the middle, 4 and 5. I need to see what is halfway between 4 and 5. So I'm going to find its average or mean. 4 plus 5 is 9. So I'm going to take that sum and divide it by however many numbers I added together, which is 2. 2 goes into 9 about 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract, I get 1. So, some of you, maybe all of you, hopefully all of you, know how to extend this from a remainder of 1. If we're going to extend this, I need to put a decimal here because I need to add a 0 so that I can continue. I'm not changing the value of 9 by putting a point 0. That's still a value of 9, but it gives me something to bloop, 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 bring on down and continue our problem. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract, we're done. So the middle, 4.5, would be between 4 and 5, and that is the median. Now let's work on this together. Here is a series of numbers, but it is not in a number set because it's not in order. Let's take a look at this and place it into a number set. Now it's in order. Easy to see. I need to find the middle. Get rid of the lowest, get rid of the highest, and the median is 5. It's the one in the middle. Here, this is also not in order, so we need to place it in order. Now this isn't a number set. It goes from smallest to biggest. Get rid of the smallest and the biggest, and keep on going until I find the 2 in the middle. This had an odd number, so it's easy to see the middle. This has an even quantity in it, so we have to do a little more math. I need to find out the middle, the mean or average of 2 and 5. So 2 plus 5 is 7. I need to divide 7 by 2 because I've added 2 numbers together. 2 goes into 7 about 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. Minus, there's a 1. Oops, I need to add something. A decimal and a 0. Bloop, 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 bloop. 2 goes into 10. 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. 3.5 is my answer. So 3.5 is the median and halfway between 2 and 5. Okay, now I'd like you to challenge yourself. Here are some numbers. They are not in order. Find the median or middle of these numbers after you've put them in a number set. Pause so you can copy down these problems. Next, I'd like you on your own to try to do the same thing with these numbers. These are also not in numerical order. They are not in a number set. Please put them in a number set and find the median of these numbers. You may pause here, and I will go over the answers to both once you are finished. Okay, the answer for the first problem After I've put the numbers into a number set, and I was careful to make sure I copied all of the numbers, I can get rid of the outside numbers and keep working towards the inside until I find the middle. So the median of the first problem is 5. How'd you do? Okay, the second one, I have taken all of those numbers and put them in order so that I may cross off the smallest and the largest and keep working towards the middle. I found the middle two numbers are 8 and 10. I need to find the middle. Now, you probably can figure out what goes between 8 and 10, but mathematically, we are going to add 8 plus 10 to get 18, because I need to find the mean or average of 8 and 10. So the sum of those two numbers are 18. I need to divide 18 by 2 to get the average or mean, and I come up with 9. If 9 is the middle or average of 8 and 10, my median is then 9. How'd you do with those two? If you're able to do these two problems, you should have no problem solving the work that's about to be assigned, because your answer will either easily have a middle, or it'll have a middle that you need to do some division with. And your answer will either be a whole number or something with a 0.5. If you get anything else, I would really double check your work. All right? So let's try it. The 8 problems that you should work on include number 1. Here is your numbers. Please rearrange them into a number set and find the mean. Pause this until you're ready to move on to problem number 2. Here is problem number 2. Pause this until you're ready to move on to the next one. Here is number 3. Pause until you're ready to move on. Here is problem number 4. Pause until you're ready to move on. Number 5 is a bigger one. Be careful as you're putting these into a number set. Pause until you're finished. Here's number 6. Pause until you're finished. And number 7. Pause until you're finished. Here's number 8. Almost finished. Pause when you're ready, until you're ready to move on. Woo! This is a challenge. Take a look at that. I guess that's why it is called a challenge. Please be very careful as you're putting these in order. Good luck. Pause until you're finished. Well, 4th level, there you have it. That is our week 2 video lesson. I will be making an answer key later on in the week. Please be sure to do this work before you watch the answers and see how you do. Make sure to keep up with your math packet, doing the work that's assigned there. Fran will post the answers to your packet work information on the dates that she has posted that they will be revealed. So work carefully. There's only, for this particular work, there's 9 problems, and do your best with it. So until next time, take care of yourself, be safe, hug your parents, and talk to you soon. Bye.